The checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
This year, I was lucky. In terms of business travel, I visited 3 Scandinavian countries. The final destination was Norway and its capital city. While exploring Oslo, both online and through the lens of artificial intelligence, one of Norway's most remarkable landmarks that immediately stands out is the Oslo National Opera and Ballet Building. It is always listed among the must-see local attractions. Digging deeper into the background of the opera house, one detail proudly stands out. It was designed by Snøhetta. You can easily find the Oslo Opera House on any platform when searching the word Oslo. There might be 2 possible reasons or short stories for you to deliver. First, when Snøhetta designed and later constructed the project, the area where we're standing right now was completely undeveloped. The opera house truly boosted the infrastructure, leading to rapid development, and this area became one of the most prestigious in Norway, establishing the place as a true landmark of Oslo. A second story, perhaps more of a legend, is about the Edvard Munch Museum, which is also located nearby. This tall, tilting tower with perforated aluminum panels housing the world's largest collection of Munch's works was designed by a Spanish architectural studio. As usually happens, there was a lot of criticism about the building design. In essence, E-Studio Herreros recognizes the Oslo Opera House as a pivotal architectural moment that shaped their vision for public context-sensitive design in dialogue with nature, as seen in their related projects in the same area. This is one of Norway's and world's leading architectural bureaus. Why proudly? Because this company is our host, and among their upcoming plans is also entering Georgia and participating in the design of one of the country's most outstanding new complexes. How did it happen that a global icon of architecture is coming to Georgia to take part in a landmark project in Tbilisi, capital of Georgia? More on that a bit later. First, let's back at the history of Snøhetta and some of their key works. Snøhetta was founded in 1987 by Kjetil Tredal Thorsen and a young group of architects. The studio was named in honor of one of Norway's mountains. International recognition came soon. In 1989, the newly founded company, together with architect Craig Dykers, submitted a joint proposal for the reconstruction of the Library of Alexandria. They won, and the new Biblioteca Alexandrina opened in 2001. For this project, as well as the design of Oslo's magnificent opera house, Snøhetta received the prestigious World Architecture Award. The opera house project also earned the Mies van der Rohe Award, as well as EDRA and the European Prize for the best design of public urban spaces. In 2010, the company led by Kjetil Tredal Thorsen received another global award, this time for its outstanding contribution to sustainable architecture. Beyond the Library of Alexandria and the National Opera and Ballet Building, Snøhetta portfolio includes major landmark projects, such as redesign of Times Square in New York and the 9/11 Memorial Museum, the King Abdulaziz Center for World Culture in Saudi Arabia, Europe's first underwater restaurant, and large-scale projects like the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library, the spectacular Shanghai Grand Opera House, and the Beijing Library, the world's largest public reading space to this day. And one more, something we have managed to see personally in Oslo, the vertical Nydalen project. Architecturally, it may be not the most dramatic or iconic, but this is an absolutely unique building in terms of energy efficiency. Snøhetta implementing the 000 solution, allowing all offices and residential units in the building to operate without purchasing electricity, neither for heating, cooling, nor ventilation. Yes, exactly like that. Since founding the company in the late 1980s, Snøhetta has been guided by essential Scandinavian values: sustainability and responsibility. Every project considers environmental and cultural context. Today, Snøhetta is a team of roughly 400 professionals.
So we have studios in Oslo, that's the largest studio. Then we have in New York, Paris, Innsbruck, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, Adelaide and Melbourne. So we are covering a global footprint. And obviously we are most renowned for our culture project. Yeah, you were mentioning the Oslo Opera, where we also managed to transform an opera typology into a completely new venue, like putting the collective, the public space first, also kind of transforming normally a very high-end culture venue into a public destination, putting this public accessible walkable roof on top of the opera. So we've seen this has kind of transformed the mindset in the opera worldwide. So we see a lot of the operas now, they request a walkable roof, which is obviously very interesting. So our most renowned project are the Alexandria Library. We work with the 9/11 Memorial in New York, the Oslo Opera, obviously, and now we have currently under construction the Shanghai Opera and the Diriyah Opera House in Riyadh, which is another important venue in our portfolio. And the other project I would love to mention is obviously we're working a lot with public realm, the Times Square in New York. We have been working on for many years, and also here in Oslo, the entire Karl Johan inner city center, yes, all the kind of the pavement and the public realm we have been working on. So this is also an important part in our portfolio. And we love to work with transformations, so brownfield developments where we have mixed use, working with also the private sector. We found these very, very interesting, and also introducing new sustainability ambitions into developments. These are very important aspects for our work. So the added value in all levels, it's an important kind of driver in our work.
Alongside preparing for this movie and recording interviews, our hosts gave us a small tour of their exceptional office. And here we immediately saw the true scale and grandeur of Snøhetta, headquarters of Le Monde Group, the breathtaking Busan Opera House, a major redevelopment project in Sydney, Australia, on Darling Harbour, the incredible new headquarters of the Norwegian Broadcasting Corporation. The two continued, and at one point, an unexpected discovery. To be honest, I was not aware, and being here in this office Yes, the architecture and design company Snøhetta designed one side, the reverse or back of the current series of Norwegian krone banknotes. The undulating waves and pixelated patterns of the notes vary with each specific banknote design, whether a 50, 100, 200, 500 or 1000 kroner note. The design proposals were adapted by the Central Bank of Norway to comply with strict security measures. At the same time, an intense work session was underway where final details for the Lakehouse were being coordinated with Placemakers managing partners. A structure with a unique architectural vision and multiple functions offering leisure, recreation and business spaces under one roof. Representatives of SALT projects also joined remotely, participating in shaping the concept and future management framework. Bringing together a group of this scale around a single project is already a foundation for success. But there are additional factors that led to the collaboration between Placemakers and Snøhetta. One of Snøhetta's directors explains this best.
We were very intrigued being approached by Placemakers to develop this unique project at the Lisi Lake, which will be kind of a hospitality venue and kind of being very visible also from the city center. So we were very intrigued by the mindset, the openness, the curiosity on the client side to also embed all the values that we are standing for and bring this co-creation into a reality. So we really enjoyed so far the process working on that project. We see a lot of similarities because Norway is also quite an entrepreneurial country. So we see the same kind of mindset that one put a lot of attention and effort to bringing something into reality. So we find there is a similar mindset in how to approach project of that kind, which we find very, very interesting. So we hope that this is just the starting point of a bigger journey.
We also managed to speak with Snøhetta's chief architects. Their vision most accurately conveys the company's perception of the project and the philosophy that will be shaped into the Lakehouse.
The story we want to tell with this building is the story of togetherness and to bring people together. So we were inspired by the classical courtyards of Tbilisi, the social spaces. So we decided to create a social space in this building as a heart of the building. So the courtyard is organizing the building and creating this social center point. Every project we do is different, and we need to find the inspiration for the project that makes it unique. And here we found the inspiration in the lake and the soft lines of the water to inspire this project to be something new for us, a new concept, a new story that we want to tell. We hope this place will be a gathering space, a social space, a place that brings people together, a place that will be a meeting point for people. So we hope that that will become the landmark, a place for people to be active, to experience new things, to gather. That's what we wish for this building.
Well, I would say one of the most important things that we do at Snøhetta in every project is that it needs to be very contextual, so it needs to respond to its immediate and larger context. In particular, in the case of this project, we were really inspired by the Tbilisi National Park, the mesophilous forest that you find there, and then the steppe vegetation that you find in the region. This is kind of the starting inspiration for the landscape of the project. I think that its location next to the lake, first of all, is very important. In a way, I think of the project as an extension of the lake itself. There are recreational activities today in the lake, and we're including additional activities in the Lakehouse project. So in a way, it becomes an extension of Lisi Lake itself. We think that it'll serve the whole city, even though it's located within that particular area near the lake. We think it'll serve the whole city of Tbilisi and hopefully attract people to come out to that area.
Snøhetta's agreement with Placemakers also covers interior design, a strong priority for the Norwegian architects. Every detail, shades, colors and materials is developed on site and presented to the client and partners for final approval.
I think when we started working for the Lakehouse, or the lake in Tbilisi, first what we have done is to come down to Georgia and understand the context and the site and really get a feel of how what is the natural context, but also the cultural context of that place. And I think for that project we really tried to take inspiration from the lake itself, the Lisi Lake, so the quiet beauty of that lake, but also get inspiration from the textures of the Tbilisi historic kind of built environment, which is very rich. And then kind of blending these two aspects into a unique project that is the Lakehouse, and where we kind of create a destination space that can kind of welcome people to kind of step out of the city but still reconnect. So it's really like a unique blend of these two influences. We want it to be very welcoming and authentic, but we also want it to be unique and kind of memorable. So we're working with these different directions.
Interior design is also the focus of SALT projects. Another partner responsible for many aspects of the Lakehouse future operation, Valeri Checheria and Levan Berulava, have been involved in the project from day one, which gives them a clear understanding of what the project, Tbilisi and the entire country will gain through the lake.
I don't want to go into too many details right now, because a concept like this doesn't currently exist anywhere else. Levan and I worked on a similar concept in Europe, specifically in Portugal and Greece. This project is a combination of residential homes and villas, along with all the surrounding infrastructure that comes with it.
It's simply a very uniquely integrated special product. Naturally, it's of the highest quality, as is always our home, and we are particularly fond of the design in this project.
Yes, it's primarily designed for its residents, but I'm confident it will also become one of the most attractive destinations for the city as a whole.
That's because it's just 15 minutes from the city center and overlooks Lisi Lake.
It offers an ecologically clean environment, and it's a place where I'm certain many more infrastructural projects will develop in the future.
Before the partnership with SALT projects, there was a long road that Nodar Adeishvili and Zura Pichkhaia had to take to reach one of the world's top architectural studios. This genre goes through connections with international level architects and developers, proven by their experience leading the Lisi development project.
Zura Pichkhaia and I founded the company Placemakers approximately 2 years ago. The core idea was to establish a development company that would create new places. The name Placemakers itself stems directly from this concept. We did, however, consider whether to call it placemaking or placemakers. Ultimately, given that it's a team and individuals, including us, who truly create every single one of these projects, we wanted the name to be people-oriented. That's precisely why we named the company Placemakers. From there, we then sought a project that would strongly align with this placemaking philosophy. And the first project we launched is here at Lisi.
The key link toward Snøhetta was one of Norway's major developers, Mattis Grimstad, who studied at Harvard together with Nodar Adeishvili.
Well, the reason why Well, my is kind of a, first of all, I'm Norwegian, and Snøhetta is a Norwegian company. I met Nodar from studies in Boston at Harvard, and it's since Snøhetta is such a famous architect company, and it's very internationally known. Snøhetta has built the library in Alexandria in Cairo. They have built the Ground Zero Museum in New York, and they've done projects like the Opera House in Shanghai in China, and also here the Opera House in Oslo. And that's the most famous architect company. I know them because I've been working with them for many years. And just the idea of bringing a Norwegian architecture and a Norwegian style of how to build a building to Georgia, it was natural for me to contact Snøhetta and ask if they were willing to do a project in Georgia.
We wanted to create and find a partner who would not only develop an architecturally interesting project, but also create a new draw both from our project and for the residents and visitors of Tbilisi Lake. That's precisely why we sought out the Norwegian company Snøhetta as a partner. Snøhetta is one of today's leading architectural studios, ranking among the top 10 globally. Through our partnership with them, we created a new project. This project is an integral component of our overarching development, the lake, and the specific part that Snøhetta is working on with us is called Lakehouse.
Our old team came along and we created, in my opinion, a very interesting company. Its main idea is to create places, true places where people want to live and where people gather for life to flourish. We've been joined by international architects. Snøhetta is one of them. We've also been joined by excellent partners. For example, Tbilisi Bank is our partner who financed the project. Additionally, we've been joined by investors from various countries, diverse international investors, and collectively, this project truly coalesced.
Another managing partner of Placemakers, Zura Pichkhaia, speaks about the unique appeal of the lake, something that sets it apart from any existing project on the market.
The entire essence and philosophy of a company is that people create places. We approach this project with the understanding that we don't simply want to construct 11 buildings. Rather, we aim to build a place designed for people, a place that will acquire new life and be truly engaging to experience. It's with this very philosophy that we embarked on our first project, the lake, located just behind Lisi Lake. In my view, it's an incredibly interesting project and a truly captivating location, 14 hectares that directly overlook Lisi Lake. We are developing a villa community, and the entire premise and concept behind it is that you experience lakeside living, yet simultaneously reside within a very high-quality neighborhood, meticulously planned and executed with exceptional architecture.
The lake house will consist of several components. It's worth noting that inside here will be a spa, a fitness center, a restaurant, a cafe and kids zone. There will also be other public amenities that are essential for the project's realization and which will generally serve the surrounding communities as well as visiting guests. In total, there are approximately 90 plots of land where various types of villas and private houses will be developed.
And how could it be otherwise? Especially now, it has been just confirmed this is Placemakers' first project at Lisi, a location they know best and are developing into one of Tbilisi's most attractive and desirable districts.
We should definitely highlight Georgian architect Wacho Vysotsky, who is involved in this project. He is responsible for practically the largest portion of the buildings in the Green City at Lisi, and his unique architecture will make the lakes even more special for Tbilisi.
And well, we have the ambition to create a place that will remain a lasting legacy for the city for generations, standing as one of its finest developments.
Snøhetta is already in Georgia, and final project details are being agreed upon with the partners. Placemakers, meanwhile, is already developing new concepts as creators of places capable of transforming any locations they touch into a city or national landmark. This has been proven in practice, and soon the familiar Lisi will have a new icon, the lake.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.